It's time to take a look at the new SUbox from KangerTech, the SUbox Mini C. How's it going, everybody? This is Andy with AspenValleyVapes.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the KangerTech SUbox C, the latest from KangerTech in the SUbox series, and this is just a bare bones SUbox Mini. They stripped out a lot of the components in here and made it just simple, easy to use, targeted towards that beginner intermediate style vapor, and just something that's rugged, priced very well, and just a good overall starter kit. Like always, we're going to run through the basics of this guy, then we're going to take a close-up look at it, see what it comes with, show you how to use the menu system, all of that good stuff. Then we're going to bring it back up top, talk about some pros and cons, and then have a vape on the SUbox Mini C. Alright, so these specs on the SUbox Mini C: it is a single 18650 device. The wattage range is from 70 to 50 watts on this device. There's no temperature control. They did remove that just to make it a little bit easier to use and not as confusing. The starter kit does come with the Protank 5 up top, which is a top filling tank, and the Protank 5 is like pretty much all O-rings. It's not really screwing on, you just pop everything off, pop the coil system off, but we're going to take a look at that in the close-up here in a second. Protank 5 does have a 3 milliliter e-liquid capacity, and that's pretty much it on these specs. This is just a simple, easy to use starter kit, so let's dive in, take a close-up look. I'll show you the screen, how to use it, how the Protank 5 system works for changing your coil and filling liquid, all that other good stuff. Then we'll bring it back up top, talk about some pros, cons, and have a vape on the SUbox Mini C. Alright, here is the packaging on the SUbox Mini C. Standard little packaging from KangerTech. Take a look at the back. You can see the color options: white, black, silver, rose gold, and silver gray. You see what it comes with. It comes with the Protank 5, KBox Mini C, USB cable, and a user manual. You're going to have your KBox Mini here, the Protank 5, and a micro USB cable. No replacement coils and no replacement glass in this starter kit. You'll also get a KangerTech verification card right here, and then you will get a user manual that is perfectly laid out for someone that doesn't know what they're doing. If you've never used a vaping device before, this is perfect. It does lay it out very nice and simple for you. It shows you about filling your tank, all of that good stuff right here. Replacing the coils, very easy to do, as you can see here, and then adjusting the juice flow control down there. It is a pretty good little user manual. It does go through all the basics, and it does show you how to use everything and install everything. It gives you a little bit of information on the back of the device itself, operating the menu system, which is very simple. For the star of the show here is the SUbox Mini kit itself. Here you can see the OLED display on here, fire button, up down buttons, micro USB port. That is it. There's no switching the menu system at all. It's just simple. It shows you your battery life, the resistance of your coil, and the voltage. As I said earlier, it is a 50 watt mod, no temperature control, no TCR, just bare bones wattage mode, and you can pick that wattage that works for you. If you want to start at 15, as this coil recommends, and bump it all the way up to 50, you can find that sweet spot for you, and then you'll be good to go. But that is pretty much it on the actual KBox Mini. Battery cover is on the back, which is magnetic. You can see there's 4 magnets right there. Just snap that on. No battery cover rattle, no button rattle whatsoever. Here's the Protank 5. You can see it does use the SSOCC coils, and it comes with a 0.5 ohm coil inside of here. And as I noted in the beginning, there is no real screwing system. It is just all based on these O-rings right here. To fill it up, you just pop the top cap off. To change your coil, what you want to do is tip your tank upside down, pop it off. And when your coil is bad, you're just going to pop this coil off, screw a new one in, fill up your tank from the top fill side, pop it back in, push down, and you're good to go. Here you can see the airflow. There is 2 airflow slots on here that is not adjustable. But one thing it does have is juice flow adjustment. So you can see here, you see that large hole. If you slide it, you're going to see the holes change size right there. That is a different size hole right there. And then this is the smallest. So there's 3 different sizes there. One thing to note, when you do fill it up, I would suggest closing the juice flow control. Should not have a problem leaking with those open, but I would just do it as an extra precaution, is close those when you do fill up the liquid. That's pretty much going to wrap up the close-up though on this SUbox Mini C starter kit. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, please leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to get back to you, but let's bring it back up top, talk about some pros, cons, and have a vape on this guy. Alright, now that we wrapped up that close-up, let's get on to the pros and cons. Starting off with the cons, my first con is going to be the fact that the Protank 5 has no airflow adjustment. It does have a juice flow control, but there is no airflow adjustment on here. The airflow does adjust a little bit when you are changing those juice flow settings, like as you guys saw in the close-up there. But overall, these 2 airflow slots are pretty much going to remain the same. They're both wide open, and there's no real adjusting that. If you did want to do it with a vape band, that would be something you could do. But in terms of something that comes with this starter kit, there's no way to adjust the airflow. The actual airflow on it though is a good happy medium. It's not too airy, and it's not a very tight draw either. It's just a middle of the road, smooth airflow. My second con is going to be the whole O-ring system that they have. It does work very well. There's no leaking. They did say it's a leak-proof tank. I mean, I haven't had mine leak at all yet on me, but it's definitely something you want to keep in mind, because if one of those O-rings does pop out, it doesn't come with any replacement O-rings. So if you were to lose one of those O-rings, or it was just to pop out and you misplaced it, something like that, then you would have a problem and you would have to get some replacement O-rings, because then it would be leaking. Since there's no real screwing on this tank, it's just all popping off. As you guys saw in the close-up, the top part falls off. You pop off the whole tank itself when you do replace the coil. Those O-rings are crucial to the actual performance of it, and if one of those O-rings either gets stripped, or you just lose it, or it rips, something like that happens, then the tank is just not going to work, and it's going to probably have leaking issues. So that's going to be my second con, but those are my only two cons, not real big cons at all, because overall there's just a great performance starter kit for that beginner to intermediate style vapor that just wants something easy to use, portable, on the go. Obviously the original SUbox Mini was one of the most popular mods of all time. On to the pros, I like there's no confusing menu system. There's only wattage on here. 5 clicks and then you change the wattage. The coil that you're using, the SSOCC coils, is going to tell you what wattage range you should be in. On the 0.5 ohm coils that come with here, it says anywhere from 15 to up to 60 watts. So you just choose a range in there that you like. Start at 15, keep bumping it up from there. 20, 25, 30. I like it in that 30 spot, but you can keep going all the way up to 50 on this. And since they give you that wattage range, and this thing only goes up to 50 watts, and there's no confusing temperature control or anything like that, just start at 15 and then keep going all the way up to 50 till you find that sweet spot for your style of vaping. My second pro is going to be the coil system, how you change the coil. I really like how you just pop that off. Very easy to do. Unscrew the coil, put a new coil in, pop this back on. Easy as that. There's nothing to unscrew. Just pop it off, swap your coil, pop back on, and you're good to go. Other than that though, that's pretty much it on the pros and cons. Overall, I think this is a great starter kit. Very reasonably priced, and overall just a good setup. Let's go ahead and have a vape on it. I've got the 0.5 ohm coil in here at 30 watts. As you can see there, the vape production is good, the flavor is good. If you've ever used one of the other tanks that use the SSOCC coils before, you're gonna know that same vapor flavor production. But like I said, you can crank that all the way up to the maximum of 50 on here. I personally like it at that 30 range, but you can find your sweet spot in there. And it's not amazing flavor, and it's not amazing vapor production. Definitely above average. It's not like the Mellow 3 Mini or one of those tanks that's just an average. It's definitely up there. It's just good flavor, good vapor production. And you do have some different coil options you can choose from with the SSOCC coil. They do have 1.2 ohm and they do have 1.5 ohm, and they have this 0.5 ohm that does come standard with this SUbox C starter kit. So you do have a lot of options on there. I like the 0.5s. Obviously that's going to depend on your vaping preference. If you prefer higher nicotine and stuff like that, then you're definitely going to want to go to the probably 1.2 or 1.5 ohm coil. But you can find that coil that works for you. If you guys have any questions on the SUbox C or vaping in general, please leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to get back to you. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video though. If you guys did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and vape on.